Your husband told me to do
No
that.
offence of Aboriginal violence. It may breach the privacy of some individuals. Whilst permission has been granted by all participants for this content, we do ask that what you're about to see at conference stays at conference. Thank you.
Oh.
This is my accountant. This is my accountant, Paul O'Brien. Before he took on that role, he was somebody I had known all my life. Like me, he was born and raised in Papatoetoe, South Auckland. We went to the same primary school and to the same Catholic church. In fact, the same school that not only I attended, but also my two sons and our granddaughter, who will attend it next month. And the church where my parents were married, Phil and I were married, and where our two sons were married. History, it has a huge part to play in my journey. And at every turn in my Daisy car, I am reminded of the past and the history that made me who I am today. Hi, I'm Angela de Jong, and I'm driving this Daisy Manukau, Auckland. I'm proud to be a Southsider, and together with my husband Phil, we have raised two sons, Mark and Matthew, our beautiful dogs, Jess and Ty, and have recently gained two beautiful daughter-in-laws, Tassie and Rachel. Two granddaughters, Alicia and Summer, a grandson, Levi, and our proud grandparents to our newest little angel, Mia, who arrived this week on Monday at 8:19 p.m. Now, it's not usual for a Daisy to wear our uniform at a conference, unless of course we weren't told. Paul Sansom. But the reason I have chosen to has to do with where I came from before driving this Daisy crashed my life. I was 30 years in the hospitality industry. And for 20 of those years, I'm going to have a technical problem here. Excuse me, Mr. AV, I can't raise my notes. Sorry, I was 30 years in the hospitality industry, and for 20 of those years, I worked as a conference and conventions manager in a couple of New Zealand's largest 5-star hotels. Going to work at these hotels each day was a personality-changing experience for me, as I entered a world that would become my stage, a world where no matter what was going on in my life, I had to step out, be professional, exceed expectations, and to meet and greet presidents, prime ministers, royalty, and rock stars. Still today, I remember the sign on the door between the back of house, or the admin area, and the main lobby of the Carlton Hotel Auckland. It was enter at 100 miles an hour. That sign was my daily inspiration every day for over 5 years, to be the best that I could be. And that is how I feel today when I put on my Daisy uniform. So it seemed only right that if I was going to share my journey with you, I needed my new daily inspiration. How I became a Daisy probably is not a lot different from the rest of you. I saw an ad in the local paper. I looked up the interweb for information and saw a name that was a blast from the past, Vaughan Morris. I called Darren, the business manager at the time. I booked and attended a franchisor interrogation. I passed the test. I paid the money. Where each of our businesses and the region that they are in make them individually unique, so is the way that I am a Driving Miss Daisy owner and operator. How did I know Dawn Morris? We went to the same church and our kids were at the same school together. We even shared a bit of God's grape juice on a couple of occasions. Most recently, when Dawn and her son Bryce and daughter Nikita, who is here with us today, stayed with us on the occasion of a very significant birthday, which was celebrated in the esteemed company of none other than Celine Dion. Oh my God, 3 cars, what was I thinking? I currently own 3 cars, a Skoda Roadster, a Honda Jazz, and a Volkswagen Caddy. Or as I like to refer to them sometimes, as Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. This is my team, and every day they make me look good as a Daisy franchise owner. I'd gotten into the habit of saying how lucky I am to have these people in my life, but I've come to realise that this has not been luck, but the execution of a plan that I had formed from the onset of taking on the franchise. I made it my mission to tell everyone from the very beginning that I would be looking for drivers, and was prepared to wait to grow my business until the right people came along. These are the heroes of my business. For the first 3 months, one of my best friends said to me that her sister-in-law would be perfect as a driver. So like a squirrel, I stored away this information, and on our first anniversary, it became so. Linda joined the team and took ownership of Baby Bear, Janice. During the next 8 months or so, it was evident that we would need to increase the fleet, and at the same time, another of my best friends, Julie, mentioned that her brother-in-law might be looking for a change, that he would be a great driver. So again, I tucked this information away, and on our 2nd anniversary, Mike joined the team. And we share ownership of Mama Bear and Papa Bear, the rooster and cat. Just as a little bit of an aside, Julie is part of my history, as she too went to Holy Cross School, and is now the deputy principal there, and eagerly awaiting the arrival of our granddaughter next month. She was also my partner in crime on my recent working holiday at Mount Maunganui. And this is Reg. This is Julie's father and Mike's father-in-law. He was of the mind that I used to sit at home and just wait for him to call me. Drove Julie mad. However, to me, it was the greatest compliment, that we could make somebody feel that they were the most important person in our world at any given day or time. Reg drove with us up front at the annual Christmas parade, and he passed away sadly about 16 months ago, and spent his last days at a CHT unit, St Christopher's Hospital.